What's up, Rams fans? Welcome back to the second episode of the Coach's Show here in the fall of 2022. I'm joined by my first guest, Coach Dewey Lusk, where we talk about the 52-7 loss to the Georgetown Tigers. Coach, what were some of the biggest takeaways you were able to get from this weekend?
Well, we ran into a very good football team. Sometimes you get the bull by the horns, and sometimes the horn gets you. We didn't play very well, but I give Georgetown a lot of credit. That's probably one reason why we didn't, because they are a very talented, physical football team. Chris Oliver's come from over to Lindsey Wilson's, replaced Bill Cronin, and has done a really nice job. But we just did not pick a good Saturday afternoon to not play our best football, because they're a top 15, 10 team in the program in the nation. And just very solid at all positions, and we just didn't play well.
Well, we talked about it last week, how it was going to be a tough game, and you weren't going to be able to get into that 21-point deficit we saw against Thomas More. And this team definitely capitalized on some of the mistakes you guys made. But what are you guys going to have to fix going into this week's game versus Emory?
Well, we just need to fix us and scrap and compete I don't know. We were on the big stage on Saturday afternoon playing at a tough, historic, tradition-rich Georgetown, and we just have to be able to respond better. We came out of it pretty injury-free, but we just need to practice and hone our skill and every week in the Mid-South, AAC, non-conference, whatever we're playing, we've got a tough schedule. And you've got to be able to come out and play your best football each and every week. And, if you have a series or two where you don't play well, you have to be able to regroup and be able to handle the adversity and get better. And that's where we need to get better to fix ourselves. And I feel confident that we will.
Now, obviously, this loss is something you guys can definitely learn on, but it's in the past, and we're coming into a pretty big week when we take on the Emory and Henry Wasps. And, there's kind of a backstory between you and Emory and Henry.
Well, I spent 19 years of my life over there as a player, assistant coach, really, and then 15 years running the offense over there at Emory, and got my degree there, and it's a special place to me. But this week, it's another game. It's the next game. And, Emory's going to be coming out for us. We fought back last year from a 21-point deficit and ended up winning that thing, going for two at the end, 46-45. So I expect another thrilling football game. We better come in ready to go and ready to play, and I think that we will. And it's going to be the team that makes the fewest mistakes and makes the plays there in the end. We just need to be in a position to win the game in the fourth quarter, and hopefully we can make the plays to get it done.
And what was kind of that atmosphere like in last year's game, where it was a 46-45 game that went down to the wire?
Oh, it was a great atmosphere. Emory's always, been one of the top small colleges in the country for attendance, and there was a very good crowd there, and they were pretty rowdy most of the game, and it kind of got quiet there towards the end, except for our 500 to 1,000 fans that were there screaming and going nuts. But, it's a lot of fun. It's a great rivalry. I think it's a great game for Southwest Virginia, hour and 15 minutes apart. I've got friends over there. I've got friends coming in this weekend that went to Emory that'll come stay with me over here, but looking forward to the Bluefield Emory game, and hopefully it's a game that we can keep going.
And how does it feel to finally, after being 2 weeks on the road, to be back at Mitchell Stadium?
We are looking forward to being at Mitchell Stadium. These first three games we knew were going to be juggernauts for us, and we're sitting here at 1-1, and you definitely did not want to be 0-2 heading into this game. So we were able to get Thomas More and had the tough game with Georgetown. So we need to be, if we can bounce back and get this ball game and sit in 2-1, heading into the rest of this brutal part of the schedule, we're going to have a good shot to have a pretty successful year.
Oh yeah, and I know that all of our Rams fans are excited. And like I said, you can catch this weekend's game at Mitchell Stadium. Did we say 6:30 p.m.?
6
p.m.
kickoff. And Well, we're excited to get to play again, and that's the great thing about athletics and football and sports in general. You know, sometimes you have a tough ball game, but you can bounce back and you got another one coming up. So that's what we're looking forward to.
Well, Coach, good luck this weekend. And like I said, you can catch all of that not only at Mitchell Stadium Live, but on the Rams Digital Sports Network. Welcome back to the Bluefield University Coaches Show. I'm joined by my second guest today, Coach Alex Smith. Coach Smith, man, what an exciting game we just had.
Yes, it definitely was very, very entertaining, is the least we can say.
Oh, yeah, I mean, shoot, I know that when I was calling that game, I was watching it, and your guys are down 2-0. You guys have 15 minutes left, and the momentum just was an absolute shift.
Yeah, definitely. At halftime, we were down 2, and one of the biggest things was getting the guys motivated. So halftime, it was all about motivational speeches and kind of making them believe. And they went out there, they played. After around 15 minutes into the second half, we scored, and that kind of built up on the momentum, and we kept pressing, and we came back from 2 goals down. Amazing.
So what was kind of said in that locker room that you think really made a big difference?
To be honest, you know, it was more of how we're gonna go out second half and kind of play as a team. So they kind of rallied around. We kind of talk about things that we can do better into the second half, and you know, before we know, we start doing what we can, and we start becoming master of it in those scenarios. And before you know it, we start tucking goals away, and everything just start falling into place.
And you know, what does this kind of win mean for you guys going into a pretty big part of your season?
Yeah, this weekend is the start of conference play for us. All these games that we're playing right now definitely is building us towards conference play. So I'm really excited to see how the players will respond this weekend when we start conference play. But so far so good. Everything is on point. The atmosphere, team chemistry, everything is just positive right now, and we just gotta build onto it and just keep pushing.
So, of course, before you guys start conference play, you guys got to go travel down to Winston-Salem to take on Carolina University. What can you kind of tell our fans about that game?
That game definitely will be a tough game. They play a very tough schedule. So going down there, it will be our first away game. So I'm curious to see how we will respond to the whole atmosphere that's not more like home environment. So I'm curious to see how we will respond. We will be prepared, and we will, again, push for the win.
Well, Coach, I know that all of our guys are really excited for that. And is there anything you kind of want to share about this past weekend's win? Anybody you want to shout out, talk about?
Definitely. Nathan Thompson was just voted Player of the Week. This is the first Player of the Week award we have received in over 5 years within the men's soccer program. So definitely, just by that, you can see that, you know, the players, they bought into the philosophy. They're working hard. They're committed to getting better, and that's the mindset that I need, that the team needs, and we're just going to continue to build.
Well, Coach, of course, congratulations on the win, and good luck in the remainder of your season.
Thank you very much.
Welcome back, Rams fans. I'm here with a very special guest, Coach Stephen Lilly. Coach Lilly, we've never had you show, so welcome.
Well, I'm glad to be here.
So, Coach, the first question I'm going to have to ask you is, we haven't had you on here, so kind of tell us a little bit about the team, tell us about your recruiting and everything that's gone on this spring and fall for you.
Well, this recruiting class that's coming in has been very strong. I mean, we have 4 freshmen that are coming on board that are going to immediately help the team in their quest for, hopefully, in the very near future. I mean, we'll be pushing for a conference title. But Braden Surface from Graham High School, he was rated the number 7 player in the state of Virginia in the AA division. Tanner Walls, who was the number 2 high school golfer out of West Virginia, is on board and is playing well. He and Braden both. And then we have Silas Miller and Philip Porter, who have also came on, and they're very talented players as well. So adding them to the 3 returning seasoned players that we have, Hunter Bowers, Noah Moeller, and Evan Matlick. I mean, we have a very strong team that's going to get geared up here in the very near future in their first tournament over here at Fincastle.
So kind of tell us about this first tournament that's coming up next weekend.
We're trying to establish a hallmark tournament here in Bluefield. Fincastle is a wonderful venue. It's had a lot of renovation work done on it in the last couple of years. And it's it is a very fine golf course. And so we're starting out small this fall. We'll have 5 teams participating, but we look to expand it to a much larger field in the years to come, and to have this as a place where we come and battle it out in the Appalachians to see who's the Appalachian Shootout king. So that's that. And also we're going to add women to it, so it'll be both men and women competing next year and going forward.
So, kind of tell people how they'd be able to support you guys when they come to maybe watch some of the Fincastle tournament.
Well, we'd love for the community to come out and watch these fine players play on a beautiful golf course. Fincastle can accommodate spectators with carts. The players will be walking, so Fincastle will have carts available for spectators to go out and to watch the players play. And so we're really excited to really start something here that's, I think, is going to be very large in the years to come. Well, I'm a retired banker and I've been a golfer all my life. Golfing has been a way of life for me. And so I was able to retire early from my career job at First Community Bank Shares, and to become a PGA professional and to help young people appreciate golf, and then to be a college golf coach, which was kind of my dream, to be able to do that, to be able to help young people utilize golf in their careers after they graduate, because it certainly helped me in my career. And so it's kind of like I got my dream job now.
That's really awesome that you're able to find your dream job here at Bluefield.
Yeah, I mean I'm just floating on cloud 9 because of that.
Well, Coach, thank you so much for joining the show. And, of course, you can see all of that at Fincastle next week. You guys are doing Monday and Tuesday?
Yes, it'll be the 12th and 13th at Fincastle. So come on out and cheer us on, and hopefully we'll be the champion at the end of the tournament.
Well, definitely hoping and rooting for you guys. And thank you guys so much for tuning in. We'll be back with our next guest shortly. And we're back with our final guest today, Coach Betty Gallimore. Coach Gallimore, your ladies went 2-2 this weekend, and kind of talk to us about what went on.
Well, we schedule these tournaments in order for us to get ready for the upcoming conference play, starting this week. So we played some really good teams at the University of Cumberland's, and I think we're getting to the point where we need to be, and I think we're ready for conference play to start this week.
So, of course, you guys beat Ohio Christian, and your only 2 losses, Ohio Christian and Southeastern, your only 2 losses actually coming to the host school, University of Cumberland's, and you saw a 3-1 loss in the first match, and in the second match you guys went the full 5.
Right. Friday we didn't play very well. I think we were still kind of, or I was trying to figure out our lineup and things like that, and we worked it out against Ohio Christian. We didn't play too bad against Cumberland's. They're a very strong team from a strong conference in the Mid-South. But on Saturday, we really came to play. I know Southeastern is a good team from Florida, and the last match against Cumberland's on Saturday evening, that was a boxing match. We were just throwing body blows and head blows. Both teams were swinging and hitting it hard, and it was a lot of fun to watch. But unfortunately came out on the losing end.
So, Coach, of course, this weekend's kind of in the past. You guys have been able to work towards it. So, my question to you is, how excited are you to finally be back in the Dome?
I'm ready. I want our fans to see our players, see this team. It's kind of a new makeup, and this bunch of girls is very fun to watch. They're fun to watch, and so I'm hoping we can get as many fans there as we can, and make that definitely a home court advantage.
So you guys are going to be taking on the Milligan University Buffalo. Kind of preview that game for our viewers.
Well, first of all, they're well coached. I've watched video on them already. They're a bigger team than they were last year, and they've got some experience. I think they've only lost a couple players from last year, and so it's not going to be an easy battle. And hopefully we can come out on top.
Well, like I said, you guys can catch all of that, of course, at the Dome this Thursday at 6:30 p.m.
Yes.
6:30 p.m. or on the Rams Digital Sports Network. Coach, congrats on this past weekend and good luck this Thursday.
Thank you. Go Rams.